So the sunsets and the sunrises here will just knock you out. It's like you're swimming through cider. The air's golden, the light's golden. It is so beautiful.
I mean, I'd heard rumours that any of the trails were really good, but of this kind of quality and this kind of quantity, yeah, no way.
I was born and raised in Alice Springs, ran away to the Navy for 7 years and saw the light and figured out how good Alice Springs was for riding, and that was my sole decision for wanting to come back.
I'm constantly being asked by bike shop owners and staff, you know, about the scene in Alice Springs, and they've obviously heard good reports through the Ingeriki mountain bike race.
I've travelled Australia and the world riding mountain bikes, and this is still one of my highlights.
Amazingly bright orange and bright red ochres and stuff. It's just so varied, and I had no appreciation for just how visually cool it was going to be riding out here.
Things are looking like they're about to change, so a lot of local parks and wildlife and central tourism and NT tourism are getting behind us to hopefully open up the trails, which I think will be a really good thing. So.
I moved here from Christchurch, New Zealand about 2 years ago, and I've been enjoying the trails here ever since.
I think it's the weather and the ease of the trails, and basically it doesn't matter where you go in Alice Springs, you know, basically the town's globally by trail network. You can ride here all day and all night and never do all the trails, and you're still only about 25 minutes from the centre of town.
The thing that makes the trails here so good for visitors is that while the terrain is quite varied and requires some technique, if you go slower, it just backs off skill-wise immediately. So it's very accessible for most people.
Super fast and dry, almost 99% of the year. Yeah, lots of rocky outcrops, and but they still manage to find a good flow. Like, regardless of all the rocks and rough stuff out here, there are a lot of trails that do have a really good flow.
My first time to Alice Springs was for the Ingeriki in 2010. The overwhelming amount of quality single track was surprising. I think everyone was quite surprised at the amount of single track and the quality of it.
Hot riding is absolutely brilliant here, yeah. Because the trails are sort of quite open, fast and flowy, you know, good set of lights and camelback and a couple of hours, yeah.
You can stay at any of the hotels in town and be on a major trail within minutes and spend the rest of the day on trails without seeing a side of town. So.
The epic variety of trails. You can ride whatever bike you want. You're not pigeonholed to a particular style of bike. You can bring whatever you've got and have a good time out here.
It's like nothing else. I've never ridden anywhere that feels like this. But this blows Moab out of the water in terms of the variety, not just of the trails, but the geology and the trail services that you're riding on the whole time.
You know, don't come to Alice without your camera. The scenes are bloody amazing.
The best way to come out and experience all the trail on offer is to race the Ingeriki. The trails here aren't marked and they're not mapped, so unless you're with locals or you're a part of the race, it's going to be pretty hard to get the best of what's on offer, and there is so much here on offer. So John Jacoby, the course setter, makes sure that he takes in all of the best local single track, absolutely all of it. And so if you turn up to race the Ingeriki, you know that you're going to ride the very best trails that there are here in Alice.